Hello! Is everyone alright? Well, today is Friday. It's foot down Friday. Let's get home Friday. I'm going to be home late. Oh, no, I'm going to be home in an hour and then I've got to go back out to come back home. But we'll talk about the week a little bit later on. First of all, I want to talk about an inquiry I made this week and what it was about and how much it would have cost. I'm still thinking about it. I'm not sure. But let me know your thoughts. So let me start off by saying there was two reasons I made this inquiry in the first place. Reason number one is something I saw on Facebook. And reason number two is because I want to future-proof my company. And as I've always said, I want to grow the company. I want more vans and I want just a bigger company. I don't want to be doing this on my own forever. I want to expand. I've always said that, and that's something I want to do. But the thing I saw on Facebook was a renewal quote for the platform. There was a lot of vans on the renewal. So most of you have probably seen it. It's in most of the in the Facebook groups and stuff. The owner of the company or the owner of the account posted it, saying, bloody hell, how am I supposed to pay this? And then once you read through the comments, you get a bit more details. So basically, they're a courier company. They run 27 vehicles, all on the CX. All drivers have their own app, so they can all be tracked and are able to bid on their own work. So they don't have to have someone in the office sending them work. They can do it themselves, get around, and everyone earns money. And last year, they paid £14,000 to be on the platform and to have that account with that many apps, etc., and that many drivers. And this year, renewals come through, and as I mentioned in my previous video, the pricing structure has completely changed. So the renewal came through, and it was at 38 grand. That's 24 grand more than the year previous, which is a hell of a jump. And in the comments, the guy was saying that he's been told he needs to pay by Friday, which is today. And it didn't look from the invoice like he had the option to pay quarterly, like most of us do. But saying that when it's such a large sum of money, they're probably going to want you to pay up front, aren't they? That was one of the reasons I made this inquiry. So I phoned them. I submitted a ticket to get someone to phone me, and then I missed the call because I was busy. But eventually I spoke to somebody and they were like, yes, Mr. Fletcher, no problem, Mr. Fletcher, we can have a look at this for you right away. And they did, right away. So at the minute I have a small fleet account. So I have the fleet app on my phone so I can sub jobs out from my phone, and I have the availability to have two drivers, myself and another driver. So I wanted to find out how much it would cost me to add two more drivers and two more apps to my account for the future, whether it's in a year or 6 months or whenever I can do it. Sooner the better, really. I said, how much is it going to cost? And he said £179. I was like, oh right, okay. Not as bad as I thought. That's brilliant. And then it just popped into my head to ask the question, how long does that cover? That covers till the end of the month. So I filmed that at the start of the week. So it's like the end of the month's in less than a week. How much is it going to cost ongoing? Currently pay $5.25 a quarter, and they wanted to up it to $9.80 a quarter. So it's not far off doubling it. So it's not far off doubling my entire subscription. So that is a price hike, and it took me by surprise that it was that high. And he said, would you like to go through with it now? And I said, honestly, I'm going to have to go away and think about it, because it is an extra cost, and if I'm not trying to implement it straight away, I don't know if it's an extra cost I'll put on myself now, but also it's going to get more expensive in the future, obviously. So do I implement it now and prepare and maybe go out and find some drivers now, or do I wait until I've built my fleet of drivers and then do it, and then it's going to cost even more? I don't know. But then also with that Facebook post, your renewal tends to be the same as what you paid yearly. Their renewal increased significantly, so is my renewal going to go up when it comes up for time, right, for me, end of year renewal? Is it going to go up like theirs has? Am I going to be looking at paying like $3,000 anyway, $4,000, whatever? Because a friend of mine has recently inquired. He's not on the CX, and he's got a couple of bigger customers now that need him to get more drivers in. And he was thinking about joining, and basically so he could get backloads as well from the work that he does. And with the 20% offer, they've offered it him for £2,900 for the small fleet with 2 drivers, and that's able to post up to 30 loads a month, which he doesn't know if would be enough. And that was £2,900. It was like 3,000 something without the discount. But that's once again, it's such a large sum of money for a self-employed or small company to pay out. But saying that, $38,000 is such a large amount of money for a company with 27 vans to pay out. It's a lot of money for a platform, but the platform in question have monopolised it, so that's how they can get away with it. So what are your thoughts on that? Would you suggest that I do it now and try and future-proof, or would you suggest that I just wait because they're probably going to put it up anyway? And what are your thoughts about the increase on the Facebook one? Have you seen it yourself? That is a whopping amount of money, $38,000. If they do that to everyone and they put the prices up on everyone, it's going to be a big struggle for a lot of people to stay on that platform. What are your thoughts? Secondly, let's talk about the week. The week has been pretty good. I've done the majority of the work myself. I've not subbed that much out this week, which is how I prefer it, really, because I don't like seeing thousands going out of the bank every week. I'd much rather than stay in the bank and me do all the work myself, which is how this week's been, really. And I want to start this week off with Sunday, because I worked Sunday. That's 6 days I've been working straight now. Sunday I was doing site clearance at Silverstone. Just me out on Sunday, obviously. Monday I did 2 jobs, and I had a CX subby doing a job. Tuesday I did a job. Jono at TMSV, Tall Man Small Van, or just another courier he's got on YouTube, did a job. And Jake out of the WhatsApp group, he did a job. Well, they collected both of them jobs on Tuesday and delivered them on Wednesday. So they were both out on Wednesday as well. And I did 2 jobs on Wednesday. Thursday, I did 4 jobs. All by myself, and I got paid separately for all 4 jobs. And it was absolutely brilliant day. Oh, what a nice day that was. Apart from my final job of the day, I sat there for 3.5 hours. I did arrive early for the collection. I arrived at 12. I wasn't supposed to be there till 3:30, so I can't claim any waiting time because I was there till 3:30. But what happened was, I got on site and I was like, right, I'm here to pick up these 3 pallets. They're like, there's 1, there's 2. Oh, where's the 3rd one? They're like, oh, you got a tail lift and pump. You can load yourself if you want. We're just going to go and find this 3rd one. So the van was loaded within 10 minutes with them 2, a cabinet and a pallet. And then the 3rd pallet they couldn't find. And eventually they figured out that in the morning, about an hour and a half before I had arrived, they'd put that pallet accidentally on a wagon and delivered it to a completely different company. And that company had accepted it without checking that it was theirs. So my pallet was in the wrong place. So I couldn't collect. Which also meant you can't take a part load, you've got to take the entire load, which meant the pallet and the cabinet I had on the van I had to take off and give back to them. Oh, it was a nightmare. 3.5 hours, just pain. But that's where I've been today, Friday. I've been to pick it back up because it got redelivered back to their office, and I could pick the lot up then. And also, because of that mess up yesterday on Thursday, it meant that today, my original job, I couldn't do. But Mr. Anvil himself, Dave, stepped in. He collected last night from Stockport 1 box, going down to Twickenham. He delivered that to Twickenham, and on the same site, he did a site clearance of all the rubbish to bring back up north and drop with me later this evening. He got stuck on the M40 because unfortunately it was a very serious incident where there seems to have been a death, which is tragic. He's going to be late back by quite a bit, so my customer's actually going to be closed. He's got his van in for a service tomorrow and he don't really want it full, and he said he could keep it and drop it off on Monday, but Monday doesn't work for my customer because they're not going to be there. He's going to meet me about 6 p.m. this evening at my container. We're going to offload into the container. I'll just keep hold of it until next week, probably Wednesday, and then Wednesday morning I'll get it back over to my customer so they can do what they need to do with it. It's been a busy old week and a 6-day week, and it has really took its toll on me. I feel exhausted. I cannot wait for this weekend. It's date night tomorrow with wifey, my father-in-law Bob, and I think his partner Nikki are going to be babysitting, which I'm really looking forward to. Just getting out with wifey, going for some nice food, and just having like a chill time. Obviously, I love the kids to bits, but it's nice to occasionally get away from them, as any parent knows. So date night, I'm very excited. So back to work anyway. So between every job and the job subbing out and every job that I did, we did a total of 2,811 miles. The subbies this week, so Jake, John and Dave, cost me £1,000 plus VAT. I think they're all VAT registered, I can't remember. I know Dave and John are, I'm not sure about Jake. Anyway, £1,000 plus VAT for whoever's VAT registered. And that was the week. God, I am shattered and I can't wait to get out of this traffic. So I'm actually going to be running a little bit earlier than Dave, so I'm not going to go straight to the container. I'm going to go home, see wifey and the kids for about 45 minutes, get in the car because this van's doing my nutting, shoot over to the container, meet Dave, get him offloaded, and just then it's time to relax and have a good weekend until Monday, where I'm in Oxford. I'll be staying out Monday night because I need to be in Tunbridge Tuesday morning, and then I'm going to Mayfair, and then I've got to go to Northampton, and then I've got to go somewhere else, and next week seems to be fully booked already, but I can't wait for more work to come in so we can earn more money. It's finally the last few weeks is picking up, and I hope it stays this way. Right, thank you all for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye bye.